Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Anna. So it is cold outside, and as we know that when it's cold outside and we've got the heating on inside, our skin takes a real bashing. We're very aware of that. So you tend to lather on more, maybe make more face creams, take more care of your skincare routine. What about your hands though? It's so easy to forget your hands. Well, I never do. I'm such a sucker for hand cream, as you will see. So I want to talk to you a little bit about hand creams, and I really want you to get into using hand creams because it's such a luxurious thing to do. And I think it's like any habit. Once you start, you kind of feel really naked if you don't wear hand cream. So we're going to talk about more budget hand creams and then a couple of the premium brands. But all of these brands are brands I use. I've got loads, so I'm literally going from SUPERDRUG right up to Occitane. So from the lower end of the market, let's say, to a kind of premium brand. I have hand cream everywhere. I've got it by the sink. I've got it in my car. I've got it in every handbag. Everywhere, and always beside my bed, because the last thing I do before I turn out the light, put hand cream on. So we're going to start with the most economical of all of them, which is SUPERDRUG Extracts. This is coconut hand cream, hydrating. Obviously, that's what hand cream does. This is £1.90, so it's a really good budget brand. It is 65ml. So it's not quite the smallest, but for £1.90. So I would say if you're a hand cream virgin, then start with something like this. I'm a big believer in little things. You don't need to necessarily do an hour of an abs class. Do one exercise of abs in the morning. You don't need to go from wearing no makeup to wearing a full face of makeup. Just try some mascara. If you're not used to wearing hand cream, buy any hand cream. Any hand cream is going to be better than nothing. So this one is a good starter. It feels nice. It's got a lovely smell. Yeah, it's got a lovely smell. So this is one I keep in my handbag. It's got nice texture. I'd call it it's probably one of the more liquidy textures. So doesn't feel that rich, which is why, let's say, I wouldn't use this at the end of the night. I wouldn't use it before I go to bed, but it's a good sort of daily one. As I say, £1.90, SUPERDRUG at the moment. That's that. Then the other ones, which there's two which are by the same company. This is Garnier, and the first one is the Intensive 7-Day. The Intensive 7-Day is currently £2.67 in Boots, so it's a good price. Now these are 75ml, and actually I think these are really good creams. They've really got a much richer feel when I apply it than, say, the SUPERDRUG one. It feels more intensive. So this is called Hand Intensive 7 Days, this one in the blue packaging, and it definitely feels richer. And when I do, it feels, to be honest, more of a premium when you put it on your skin. A lot of the really cheap hand creams, they're kind of really liquidy, and you kind of feel it's just water that you're putting on. So this definitely feels like quite a rich cream. So I like this one, and I carry that around with me a lot in my bigger handbag, not the little handbag, but that's a really good one. And that one, 7-Day, £2.67 in Boots. The other one is also by Garnier, and this is the Hand Repair Intensive Restoring Hand Cream. Again, 75ml. This one at the moment is £4.99. However, I would say keep a check out, because SUPERDRUG, I buy these, they often bring them down to like £2, £1.98, something like that. So keep a check out on SUPERDRUG and Boots, obviously, but I've often buy these at SUPERDRUG. So this, again, it's more or less the same feel, perhaps a little bit richer. You can see a little bit richer. Yeah, it's definitely got a nice rich feel when you apply it, and it, my skin feels lovely and soft afterwards, which takes a little bit of time because it's a richer cream to blend in, but a really good sort of what I call a budget cream. Then moving on, this is the best budget cream. I think it is actually fantastic, and I'm going to show you this. This is from Lidl. It's £2.49. Okay, and it says CREME d'Avignon. So look at the packaging, can you see? Now this, is Occitane. This brand, look, very similar packaging. This normally retails, this is, well, at the moment it's £22.50, but it's normally around £25. Same, I think they're both 100 ml. And basically this is a dupe, but it's fantastic. I really rate it. I think I would challenge most people to be able to tell the difference between two. So this is £2.49 from Lidl. This is the one I keep behind, not behind my bed, beside my bed, if I can't afford this. Okay, so if I'm feeling flush, then I buy Occitane. But if I'm not, but I want that same feel, then I go for this from Lidl. Then moving on, these are the ones I keep in my handbag. This is Roger Gallet, and this is actually at the moment on Essensuel, the website. This is £6.66. It's normally about £7.50, but they are small. They're 30 ml. So this is kind of the thing you want to keep in your handbag. Again, a nice, beautiful. This is the rose. They do lots of different sales, but lovely, a creamy feel. It's not as rich, let's say, as this one, as the Lidl one, but it's got a nice, it's kind of in betweeny, probably a bit more the same, similar textures. So these are great for handbags. And then my final product before I go back to Occitane is this by CLARINS. Now they do another one which is like 40 quid, but hey ho, I've never bought that one. I mean, I think it might be perhaps maybe for more mature skin possibly, but BAUME JEUESSE de Mans. This is, let's see, oh, again, very rich. You can see it. You can see it when I actually put it on my skin. You know, it's rich, really rich. But again, so that is one, to me, I put on at night. My hands are going to be so nourished after all these creams. But a really, oh, I have to say, CLARINS, their makeup, I think it reminds me of my mum. She used to wear CLARINS when I was a child. And so the scent, beautiful scent. It reminds me of my mum. So this is a lovely one, a really, really lovely cream. At the moment, it is on Amazon. You can get this for £22.50. It's normally about £25. So that's a good saying. It's free if you're on Amazon Prime. So these ones are the premium ones. And then finally, Occitane, which is a beautiful cream, really rich. Really, I mean, look, you can see by the way I'm trying to get it out of the tube. Can you see? It's hard work, and that's because it's a really rich cream. Great on the feet as well before you go to bed and you put socks on. So these are my top creams for hands. So please start using some hand cream. It feels lovely when you use hand cream. Your skin is so soft, and I keep going like this all day. So I hope that's a help. But look, if you don't like the suggestions I've made, just buy any generic hand cream and start using it. You'll